What's up, everyone? I'm back. Yo, you probably just saw me awkwardly introing the video, and I'm gonna intro it one more time because everything I recorded was absolutely garbage. I have on my phone, if it doesn't die because I have 7% battery, I have my route. So I'm gonna walk us through the route, talk about things I learned, talk about the experience. I landed in Iceland on Sunday. It's Thursday today at 6 a.m. I went and rented a car and I immediately started my road trip. Lesson number 1, don't do that. Try to rest for a day. That was miserable. I ended up driving maybe 4 hours and then I found a campground and just slept. It was like 8 p.m. when I woke up and I decided to just keep going because it's bright most of the day here during this time of the year. Then I went to a couple of waterfalls the first one is called Seljalandsfoss. It's the one you can walk behind. I didn't walk behind it. I didn't have anything waterproof, so I didn't do that. It was incredibly cool though. Definitely recommend. There's like 3 waterfalls in the same area, so you just kind of walk up. There's like one that's like a cave. It's inside of a cave. That one was pretty sick. All right, and then after that, the next spot was called Skogafoss, is that big waterfall. Then after that, I went to, it's like a glacier thing. You have to walk to it. It was all right. Definitely not like the coolest thing, but if you've never seen a glacier, just definitely go. There's like a little floating glacier piece that looks like a Viking ship. You'll see it in the video as I'm talking. I'll put that in there. Enjoy that. After that, I went to the wrecked airplane. You know, nobody tells you you have to walk about 4 miles, maybe 5 miles to get there, or at least it felt like it. Because you pass, there's one plane that is, I have no idea how to get to it, and then there's the main plane that everyone goes to. That took me about an hour and 15 minutes to walk there, and I was walking fast too. As you're walking, you think, oh, it's gonna just be right there, but it's not there. You just have to keep going. All right, so that ends day 1. I went up to a town called Vik, found a campground. It was about 2 a.m. at that point. I think I slept for 2 hours and woke up, couldn't sleep because I had no face mask at that point. So I decided to leave. Sorry, Vik campground. I could not figure out how to pay for you, so I didn't pay. I'm sorry, but it was only for 2 hours. So hopefully you're not too upset. All right, there was a cool church there. Went there in the morning, cool sunrise, took some pictures, rolled the clips. You'll see that right now. Enjoy. After that, I kept driving. I saw some other cool stuff. Yo, check it out. There's a massive glacier. It's out there. Check that out. not too shabby. I think it's all like volcanic rock and stuff like that. It almost looks like people piled it up, but I don't know how that forms. Somehow forms. I doubt people pile that up. I mean, maybe this one. I don't know. Yup. This is like a rest stop, but everything in Iceland you have to pay for. So like, yeah, you have to pay to use the bathroom. Gotta love it. This was kind of where things started getting good. I went to this like canyon thing called Fjaroralul. I'm not gonna say it, I'm gonna just put it on the screen. Enjoy the clips I'm about to play about that too. Then there was like a waterfall called Sturgeonarfoss. Yeah, but there was like a dude skinny dipping, showering in the morning. My bad, bro. You might be on a video from far away. It's all right. We won't zoom in. Then I went to this thing called Svartifoss. It looked like Minecraft, basically. You'll see it in a second. It was like water falling from a Minecraft rock formation. Pretty sick. Definitely recommend. Then I kept driving, saw another waterfall, saw another church. And then we get to the absolutely best thing that I saw the entire time I was here. It's called Múlaglejufur Canyon. I just butchered that name. But basically you walk about 4.5 miles round trip, maybe 5 miles, up a mountain. And it's just like waterfall after waterfall through a canyon. And the colors are just incredible. And then there's like at the way top, there's like a peak that looks like the Matterhorn in Switzerland, whatever it is. I think it's Switzerland. Like a small version of it, kind of looks like it. You'll see it in the video and the pictures, whatever. At the way top, there was some kind of bird. I don't know what it's called, but it was just sitting there chilling. Took some pictures of that. But that place was incredible. Like, up to that point, the whole trip, I was like, Iceland feels a little bit underwhelming from what I expected. After I did that, I was like, that brought my like energy level way up, and I was like, I can keep going. This is great. That was incredible. I'll roll clips. My camera died, so I have some iPhone stuff. All right, after that, I kept going. I went to, oh, this is where I made a grave mistake. So there's a tunnel with a toll that's about $17 per time you go through. I missed the turn. This is where there's something called, there's a mountain called Vestrahorn. Really cool. It's where you get all those sick like black sand beach pictures with giant mountains. I went through the tunnel, so I had to go back. And these pictures, they cost me $50. So this is the point where you need to like, subscribe, and like share this video with your mother, because this is very important. $50, I'm telling you, $50. That's a lot of money. That's like a solid hour and a half of work. Hour and 15 minutes of work. $50, isn't that crazy? All right, well, this was a cool spot, definitely worth $50. You also have to pay to get in, so it's really worth me, like, it would cost me like 60 bucks. You know, it's whatever. You have to pay for everything here. You have to pay for parking, you have to pay for, basically everything. And then fuel costs like $8.30 a gallon. Sheesh, bro, I didn't budget for this. This is why you need a plan. Don't be like me, plan things. It'll be better that way. Anyways, kept driving. That was, oh yeah, Vesterhorn was sick. That was one of the peak places. Not as good at that other thing, the canyon waterfall thing, but it was dope. Then we went to the, not we, by myself, we as in just me, went to some place called Iceland. It's pretty sick. There was a lighthouse, took some pictures there. At this point I was so tired. You know, I wish I spent a little more time in this area because it's like very coastal with like a lot of mountains and stuff. If I come back to Iceland, when I come back, I mean, I'm gonna do it better. Yeah, went through this place, and then this is where I went to like the best campground ever that I have ever been to. It had a sick shower, it had nice facilities, the space was clean and cool, the town was cool. It's called Djupvigur or something. I'll put the name. That was a sick place. Woke up here, I went to bed probably at 8 p.m. Woke up about 4, and then I just drove. Yo, good morning, y'all. It is Tuesday. I slept amazing because I finally found a face mask, even though it was $25. We're currently in this really small town. I would say we're on the southeast side of Iceland at this point. Really cool little town right by the ocean. I showered finally last night. That felt amazing. I think that was like 2 days, way too long. I like to shower at least once a day. So that was awful. But you know, yeah, we got it done. So we're good. Today we're gonna do, I think I can do the entire eastern side that I wanna see today. It's not, I don't think it's that long to get back to the top of the ring road. So we'll see what we see today. It's a little foggy, so we might not get a ton of stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna grab some photos of these boats and then I'm gonna head out. All right, see ya. All right, at the first spot, which was actually really, really close to where I slept for the night. There's like an airport right here. I think it's like a gravel runway right by the ocean, which is kind of cool. So the town I stayed in was right over there. This was like the longest day. This day I was up for 16 hours. So I just went down the coast, roll all the clips right now, show all the pictures. Right now we're driving to one of the Secret Life of Walter Mitty locations. It's like where he skateboarded down the hill, but here's a cool thing I found. So grab some photos of this. And then after that, I went to see some pelicans, or not pelicans, puffins, same thing, whatever. That was a cool drive. That was. And then after this is when it got boring. It was ugly, this part of Iceland. Do not like it. It's like the northern part on the road one, the ring road. Went to, at this point, it was like geysers and boring stuff like that. So those things were meh. That was the lamest thing ever. It's just like Yellowstone, but not even as good. I might show some of that, but yeah. And then went to like this little cave, did not film, was too dark. And then I went up into this thing called Hverjal. I don't know if it's it looks like a crater, it's probably a crater. Went up into it, walked up, very steep. Absolutely gapped a couple old people because I'm quick. You know, I might be chopping my head off this whole time, so I'm gonna back up. And so I'm convinced they filmed the moon landing here. You know, if it was fake, it was probably filmed here. There was like a big crater, you know, like something probably fell in there and like made a hole. So that was cool. Then after this, I just drove. You know, I'm probably missing stuff I did, but you know, it's whatever. I went to the oldest church in Iceland. It was all right. I almost thought it was closed because there was a gate. I opened the gate and just went through and accidentally parked in someone's property. So hopefully they didn't get upset. Or actually, I'm skipping stuff. The church was after. I actually went to some place called Husavik Mountain. It was all right. I expected more. Flowers everywhere. Definitely go if you want to go get photos of yourself or your whoever you're with. Cool, do it if the flowers are out. I didn't enjoy it, but I got to test the strength and the power of the Subaru. She went up that mountain like it was nothing, and then went down it too. And then after that, I went to Gudafoss waterfall. Pretty sick, pretty steez. That one might actually be better than Skugafoss. Like Skugafoss is tall, but this one I felt like felt cooler. Oh, and where the mountain flower stuff. That's where I had my first meal. So shout out Mountain Town. Then after that, I drove for a couple hours to the oldest church. That was sick. Then I camped. I think I camped in this town called Varmholio. Then I woke up early, saw some horses. Went to Hivitsirkur. This was Wednesday at this point. Saw a cool thing, drove around, rolled the pictures. You know, this is at the point I really wanted to go to the western section of Iceland. I was kind of at this point, I'm like, I've been driving for about 4 days. If I do this, I'll add another 2 days. So I didn't. I'll come back. And then I went to this town. It's called, it's called Holmer, something like that. It was sick. This is where they filmed a lot of the Secret Life of Walter Mitty stuff, like the fake Greenland, where the helicopter was. It was there. Pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It was a cool town, cool architecture. And then I went to Kirkjufell. This is a cool like mountain that's just really steep, very small, very steep. There was clouds. I waited there for about 3 hours. I got some photos, not of the entire thing. Disappointed a little bit about that. All right, so that's where we are now. We're now at this waterfall, which was my next stop. After that, I have a few things to go see. So that's gonna wrap up this video basically. I am gonna do about a day and a half in Reykjavik. Getting to the end of this, I'm not gonna film anything in the city. I'll take pictures. We'll roll that after. You'll see the cool pictures that I take, because you know, I'm just such a fantastic photographer and everything I take is just gold. So I'm gonna roll those after. If you've never done solo travel in your life, 100% do it. Just go. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have a wife and kids. Just leave them and go solo travel. It's worth it. You know, you can always get more kids or another wife, but you can never get back the memories that you would have made if you had just gone on that trip. So do it. Yeah. Shout out Anthony Bourdain. You know, let's just shout out Oprah Winfrey for giving everybody all those cars and inspiring me that I could get a car myself. So shout out Iceland. I'll be back. This place is incredible. There's so much more to see. Like, I didn't do any of like the heart of the country. There's like so much up in there. It's been real, y'all. All right, I'm gonna shut this off. Shout out y'all, like, subscribe. Oh wait, I gotta do my outro. Anyways, there's been another installment of the Simon video vlogs where I go and take pictures. I hope you enjoyed. Send this video to your mother if you haven't already. Whoever you have in your life that would watch this video, send it to them so that they can subscribe too. I might be back, you know, who knows? You know, it took 6 months for me to get this video out. Oh, this video might be sponsored by Dehancer. If it's good, thumbs up. If it's bad, you're gonna see this. So, I don't know, whatever. All right, see you guys, peace.